Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving into a massive, incredibly lucrative shift that is actively reshaping the corporate world. You see, the internal audit function has fundamentally evolved. It's no longer just this quiet compliance check happening in some back room. No, it has completely transformed into a strategic powerhouse, and it's dedicated to driving real, tangible value and bottom-line results for organizations. Okay, let's just get this stereotype out of the way right off the bat. Is internal audit just a corporate cop? For years, auditors were basically viewed as fault finders, the folks who just check boxes and point fingers when things go wrong. But you know what? That perception is dead. Today's most impactful auditors are actually trusted advisors. They drive immense organizational value by helping management understand risks, anticipate change, and design smarter, far more profitable processes. Take a look at this official definition from the Institute of Internal Auditors. Two specific words literally jump off the page here: assurance and consulting. Notice how they're placed right side by side. They aren't competing with each other. They're collaborating. And their ultimate unified goal is plain as day: to add value and improve operations. So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to hit the foundation of assurance, the catalyst of consulting, how those two contrast, a real-world story of value creation, striking the perfect balance, and finally, the future of the audit function. Section 1, the foundation, assurance. The traditional backbone. Let's start with this first pillar, which really acts as the absolute trust foundation for any organization. Assurance casts an incredibly wide net. It's all about objective examination. Ask yourself, are risks actually being managed? Are we complying with the laws? From financial audits ensuring our data is reliable, to IT audits locking down our tech, all the way to investigative audits, hunting down fraud. Operational audits alone can save companies millions annually just by spotting inefficiencies. This pillar is what provides the essential confidence that an organization is operating safely. Section 2, the catalyst, consulting, the strategic evolution. Moving right along to our second pillar, this represents the forward-looking shift in the auditor's role. Consulting is all about advisory. Instead of just evaluating the past, auditors are collaborating to improve the future. And this is happening everywhere. We're talking formal, planned engagements, informal risk workshops, special services during high-stakes mergers, and even emergency disaster recovery teams. The real game changer here is that the audit team gets to leverage their deep risk expertise to help management make highly informed choices, all without actually taking ownership of the final decisions. Section 3, the big contrast, assurance versus consulting. Now, you might be wondering how these two essential pillars actually differ in day-to-day practice. Let's break it down. If you really want to understand how internal audit drives value, draw your eyes right down to that bottom row, value delivered. Assurance delivers confidence through independent retrospective evaluation, basically looking back in the rearview mirror. Consulting, on the other hand, delivers strategic improvement by looking forward. It's like your headlights. Also, check out the ownership row. In assurance, audit stays strictly independent, but in consulting, management retains full ownership of the decisions. It's a subtle distinction, but it's absolutely critical. Section 4, storytelling the value, a real-world scenario. Let's ground all this theory in reality to see exactly how this consulting catalyst drives tangible business value. Imagine your organization is going through a massive digital transformation project. Now, in the old days, auditors would wait until the whole project was finished, and then they'd point out all the data privacy flaws after millions had already been spent. But by shifting from a retrospective watcher to an early advisor, the audit team gets involved right during the implementation stage. They spot those major data privacy risks early, completely averting a potential disaster and saving massive amounts of time and reputational damage. That is the very definition of driving value. Section 5, striking the value balance, balancing the dual mandate. The ultimate realization here is that strategic value isn't driven by choosing one pillar over the other. It's all about the delicate balance of both. Leaning too far in either direction is a major mistake. On the left, assurance without consulting severely limits your value. Organizations don't just want to know what broke, they want to know how to fix it. But then look at the right side, consulting without a strong assurance foundation, that risks the audit team's entire credibility. Excessive consulting can actually impair independence. You absolutely have to have that rigorous foundation of assurance to make your consulting insights credible. So let's address the elephant in the room. Does consulting compromise an auditor's independence? The answer is no, absolutely not, if you follow precise guardrails. You have to actively avoid taking operational ownership. You've got to clearly define the scope in writing. Everything needs to be disclosed to the audit committee, and you really should rotate auditors to keep perspectives fresh. Done right, consulting doesn't damage credibility at all. It completely skyrockets the audit team's value. Section 6. The future of audit, from watcher to partner. As we wrap up this explainer, let's take a look at where this dual mandate of assurance and consulting is taking the industry next. We are moving away from being passive watchers and stepping up as strategic partners. Right now, data analytics are allowing for continuous, real-time assurance. In the near term, massive emerging risks like cybersecurity and ESG issues are demanding that auditors step up their advisory game even more. And looking further down the road, agile auditing models are going to focus heavily on extreme collaboration and speed. Leading organizations aren't treating audit as an afterthought anymore. They are bringing them in early as a primary value-driving partner. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. Look closely at your own organization right now. Are your auditors just checking boxes in the rearview mirror, or are they driving strategic insights for the road ahead? How are you balancing assurance and consulting to control uncertainty while grabbing opportunities with absolute confidence? When you manage to strike that perfect balance, internal audit elevates from a simple control mechanism into your ultimate catalyst for sustainable success. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and definitely keep questioning how you can drive value in your own processes.